Okay, so I managed to get the rockers in and the shafts mainly in. I'm quite pleased it wasn't as nightmare as it has been. It's one of those jobs I think you get better at it the more you do it. But I think that's the technique. You don't put the shaft in, you put the rocker in, put the Thackeray washer and the plain washer in one side, then sort of introduce it, if you can, the shaft a bit to hold everything in place, then spring it across and put the plain washer on the other side and so on. It's a bit harder on that one, this one, because the Thackeray washer's at the other end, but I still put this one in first, put the rocker in first and then the shaft, and that seems to be the way of doing it. Still a awkward job, but it wasn't as bad as before. So what I'm going to do now is I've got to actually drive the shaft home, but it's a very tight fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up this end of the shaft, this end of the rocker box, and also slightly this end, because that's where the two the two sort of bearing ends of the shaft are going, and they're tight, especially this end. The other end's not so bad. But I shall concentrate on heating this end up to expand it. When I've got it nice and hot, I shall then put the O-ring on. I'm not putting it on to avoid damaging it with a blowtorch. And then I will put some well seal on, just a smear of well seal, just to try and make sure that that end seals, because if it weeps, that end, it's a nightmare. There's nothing you can really do about it. And then if I find my special tool. Okay, so this is a special tool, and this is a tool that's supposed to compress that O-ring so it fits on the shaft there, and then when you push this shaft in, the idea is that it compresses that and allows the shaft to slide in with the O-ring compressed, and so it doesn't get decapitated by the edge of the rockers when it goes in. To be honest, it's not that tight a fit, this, and so it doesn't work that well, but we'll use it anyway. Better than nothing. Okay, right, so I'm going to get some wood blocks out, get myself all ready, then we'll heat this end up, then we'll get it nice and hot, then put the oil seal on, smear of well seal, and then tap the shaft fully home, and that should be it. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Okay, so we're heating up this end of the rocker box to try and get it to expand. Don't forget we can go underneath as well, get onto that boss there, because that's what we want to expand. And we'll do the other end slightly as well. It's not as bad, that end, but we'll give it a bit of heat as well. It's not as tight, that end, because it's got the washer to seal it. This end hasn't, so it's a very tight fit. I'm just going to heat up the centre bearings as well, because they hold the shaft tight, and they will, they'll prevent the shaft from sliding along. Give that a go. So let's see if I can get this seal on without burning myself. Probably not. No. Not such a good idea, was it, Chris? No. Don't think I can do it. Close. There we go. Phew, seal's on. Oh, spot of well seal. Okay, and then we'll see if we can knock the shaft fully home. Fingers crossed. These are always difficult. Oh, I need a drift as well. Don't know if I got my drift. There, that's the drift. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Move the camera up a bit for you. Hopefully see what we're doing. Just about. Okay. Okay, it's starting to go in. So now we put the compressor on. That's it, just goes over that O-ring. Now I need 5 hands, that I've only got 2. Put my drift on and use the hard end of the hammer now. Yeah. I think we're pretty home there. I'll just give this a tap to make sure. Pretty sure it is, that's fine. And it doesn't matter because when we tighten this end up, it will pull it through anyway. Just check everything's working okay. Oops. Yeah, great. Okay, phew. Not too bad. I'm just checking that we haven't decapitated the top of the oil seal, and there's no sign of that. So that's great. I'll just have to clean off the excess well seal. And now we've got one rocker box done. One down, one to go. But that wasn't too bad. It's one of those jobs I think you do just get a bit, like most jobs. The more times you do it, the more straightforward it gets.